Chapter 1. Hello, everyone. Welcome to Kara Wells's fan livestream. As you all know, Kara's latest show has unexpectedly broken the network's viewership record, so we've organized this special livestream event to meet with her fans. Who's speaking? That voice sounds so familiar. Could this be heaven? Now, let's turn the spotlight over to Kara so she can interact with her fans and answer some questions. My mind was clouded, and just as I was about to say something, someone tapped me sharply on the shoulder. My manager, Lisa Young, suddenly appeared before me, her face so close that I could feel her breath. Her voice dropped to a whisper, urgent in my ear. This is an important event. Why are you spacing out? You need to engage with the fans properly. The numbers are looking good today, so you'd better perform, got it? And remember, skip any sensitive questions. Don't make the same mistake as last time and start telling the truth. Understand? Her words were exactly as I remembered. In a flash, my mind cleared, and my heart rate shot up to 180. I understood. I, Kara Wells, a seasoned actress in the entertainment industry, had been reborn. Reborn to a time half a month before the meteorite struck Earth. 2. The event officially began, and I stumbled toward the main seat in the livestream room, my heart racing uncontrollably. In my previous life, when the meteorite first fell to Earth, everyone had thought it was just a beautiful shooting star. What they didn't know was that the meteorite came from outer space and had the power to detect lies. Anyone who had gained something through deception would suffer double the consequences. The entertainment industry, drenched in lies, was the hardest hit. A cold shiver ran down my spine as I turned my attention to the rapidly scrolling questions on the phone screen. With so many viewers, the questions were a mix of harmless curiosity and blatant malice. Did you get cosmetic procedures? Your face looks completely different from when you first debuted. Why do you keep denying it and blaming makeup? Do you think we're blind? The person who posted this question seemed relentless, copying and pasting it repeatedly to flood the screen. Lisa frowned slightly. Kara has never had any cosmetic procedures. The difference is due to lighting. Please don't spread misinformation. No. That's not true. I immediately refuted her under Lisa's stunned gaze. Yes. I did get cosmetic procedures. The photos circulating online, those were taken when I was starting out. I did it because I wanted more screen time. My double eyelids were surgically done, I get beauty injections every month, and even the nose everyone praises was augmented. What are you saying? Lisa pinched my thigh hard under the table, her eyes flashing with warning. Kara must be exhausted. She stayed up until 5 a.m. going over the script, and now she's here at this live stream so early. Everyone, let's give her some encouragement to wake up, okay? I'm not making things up. I took a deep breath, turned toward the camera, and spoke deliberately, each word slow and clear. Thank you all for being there for me. Without you, I am nothing. So, starting today, I'm going to face you all as my true self and completely expose the lies I've been living. First, I didn't read the script last night. I stayed up reading novels. I didn't get up until I woke up naturally this morning. I'm feeling great, so please don't worry about me. Now, let me tell you something else. I bit my lip and steeled myself, raising my voice to give myself courage. Second, I'm not 170 centimeters tall. I'm only 164 centimeters. I've always worn height insoles, which is why I walk in such a strange way. It's not because of an injury. And no, I'm not a rich girl. Those stories about my luxurious life are all lies. I come from a poor family. I have 3 sisters and a brother, but I haven't seen them in a long time because I try to avoid being photographed. The moment I said that, the live stream chat exploded, and even the staff behind the scenes were left stunned. Lisa immediately cut the live stream, her face burning with fury. She slapped me hard across the face. You've lost your mind. If that's how you want to be, you won't be attending any upcoming events. Go home and think about what you've done. Get out. 3. Although the live stream lasted only 5 minutes, it undoubtedly created a storm on the internet. Kara, you really went there. You finally made it to the top, and now you're throwing your career away? Kara Wells has been around for years in the industry. Could she be planning to quit? Quit? Impossible. She's got a long-term contract with the company. Walking away now would cost a fortune in penalties. I think she's lost her mind from all the pressure in the entertainment world. I've got a theory. Maybe Kara Wells can't compete with Sophie Taylor, so she's trying to get attention by going the controversial route. That actually makes sense. The internet was buzzing with speculation, everyone throwing in their opinions, each more creative than the last. As the center of this media frenzy, I sat back, casually reading the comments online, yawning slowly. The imagination of internet users is truly something else. But no matter how wild their speculations got, they would never be able to predict the chaos that was about to unfold in just half a month. In the early hours of the morning, the fingerprint lock on my villa clicked open, and a nervous face peeked around the door. Kara? Are you still up? I'm not asleep yet. Sorry to drag you all the way here from your filming location, but I need to talk to you about something urgent. You haven't been sent to a mental hospital. Sophie Taylor walked in, eyes wide with shock, and carefully pinched my face as if to make sure I was real. I watched that live stream. Are you really insane? Or possessed? How could you just blurt out all those secrets that you've been hiding for so long? Get lost, I'm perfectly fine. I pressed my lips together and motioned for her to sit on the sofa. Get ready. What I'm about to tell you is the absolute truth. In my previous life, anyone who gained something through lies ended up facing double the consequences. As a celebrity, carefully packaged by the company, I had been forced to endure an unimaginable nightmare. My face had rotted, my height shrank by over 10 centimeters, my legs were permanently crippled, and my siblings completely cut ties with me. Every lie I'd told came back to bite me like a boomerang, delivering its vengeance. Once I was of no use to the company, everything crumbled, the studio collapsed, and the entire entertainment industry plunged into a freezing winter. I was locked away in obscurity, facing astronomical breach of contract fines from every brand I'd signed with. In the end, desperate and with no way out, I had chosen to end my own life. After recounting my past, I took a deep, shaky breath, my chest heaving. Sophie, you have to believe me. A meteorite is about to strike Earth, and the whole world will be completely reset. We've been in the entertainment industry for too long, blinded by greed and lost sight of who we really are. Heaven has given me a second chance, and I can't just watch you fall into the abyss. Sophie's beautiful eyes widened in disbelief. For a long moment, she stood frozen, mouth agape, trying to process what I'd said. Finally, after a long pause, she spoke, her voice trembling. You actually tried to end your life. What about me? Why didn't I stop you? Don't you remember? We grew up together, and we entered this industry to support our families. But Lisa said that our bond, as close as it was too ordinary, it had no commercial appeal. So, she turned us into rivals on screen, making it seem like we hated each other. So, I clutched my heart, unwilling to relive the painful memories. So, our friendship was destroyed, and we forgot everything we once shared. We really did become enemies. Sophie, I'm not crazy. Every word I say is the truth. There's still time to fix this. You have to expose all the lies you've told, or you'll suffer the same fate. I spoke urgently, trying to convince her. I know this is hard for you to accept, but... No more talking. Sophie cut me off, holding me tightly. I believe you. I believe everything you say. She smiled gently, her eyes full of warmth. We've spent all these years pretending to be enemies, avoiding being seen together. We've never even taken a photo together. Let's start tonight with our first picture, and post it for everyone to see. What? You're just going to believe me like that? Why not? We've already paid off the debts my family owed. Worst case, we'll both be blacklisted together. Without hesitation, Sophie grabbed her camera and took our first ever photo together, then uploaded it to social media, no filter, no hesitation. The caption read, "Introducing my best friend, Kara Wells." 4. From then on, Sophie and I went all out, exposing our dark secrets. One shocking revelation after another left netizens utterly stunned. What? The 5G network is so fast, I can't even believe what they're saying. Kara Wells and Sophie Taylor are best friends? Oh my god. Another one has lost it. Now Sophie is acting just like Kara. They're practically stripping themselves bare. Isn't this shocking? They seemed so innocent, yet they deceived everyone. I almost feel sorry for their fans. The idols themselves have brought their own house down. Meanwhile, Lisa, our manager, was panicking outside, banging on the door of the villa. "Open the door, you too. Just tell me what you want, don't be so impulsive. Stop the live stream. Or I'll sue you. I'll suspend all your work right now." But no matter how much Lisa raged, we remained unfazed, ignoring her as we sat in the bedroom, eating takeout and streaming away. Luckily, I managed my social media accounts, or even the mere act of speaking out would have been impossible. Just as we were deep into the stream, a call came in. I froze when I saw the caller. It was Ethan Smith, the top star I hadn't heard from in ages. Sophie grinned teasingly. "Isn't that your crush? Did he see your latest drama and decide to try and stop you from quitting? You're giving him too much credit." I rolled my eyes. "You won't believe this. He's already married with 2 kids." "What?" "He always acted single and anti-marriage, claiming he only cared about his career and his fans." Sophie was shocked. "What a plot twist." "Exactly," I muttered. "You never really know someone." I didn't know what Ethan was playing at this time, but I answered the call, not bothering to hide my irritation. "What do you want?" His mocking laugh echoed from the other end. "Still pretending? It's pointless at this point. Everyone knows you worked your ass off to climb to the top just to follow in my footsteps. Now you've embarrassed yourself, and you're trying to ride the controversy wave to gain attention, huh? Here's an idea: publicly confess your love for me, and I'll reward you with a date, in bed. What do you think? Your manager already told me how obsessed you were with me. Now you finally get to sleep with me. What a lucky girl you are." I scoffed. "You're like a toad lusting after a swan, and your words stink like shit." "You." Ethan snapped, furious. "I'm warning you. Don't regret this. Girls are lining up for a chance to sleep with me. Don't think you're special just because you have a bit of fame. Go to hell." I hung up before he could say anything else. Damn it. Getting insulted was one thing, but now I had to deal with this disgusting creep. 5. Humiliated after I hung up on him, Ethan retaliated on social media. He posted a picture of his PhD diploma with the caption, "Only the sincere deserve this world." He also spread a rumor that I had tried to seduce him out of unrequited love. In interviews, he dramatically reenacted the scene. When I rejected her, Kara Wells stripped and hugged me. I had no choice but to push her away, saying I couldn't betray my fans. His exaggerated performance had everyone laughing. It also fanned the flames of public outrage, turning the gossip about me into a full-blown scandal. Sophie was shaking with rage. "That bastard. How dare he slander you like this? I'll tear him apart." "Don't rush," I said calmly, not letting him get under my skin. "He's not worth it." I stretched lazily and picked up a book. Tomorrow night, everyone will see a dazzling meteor shower. That will be the prelude to the real show. Sophie's eyes glinted with anticipation. "Can't wait. It's going to be our victory cry." 6. When the Millennium Meteorite hit Earth, Ethan was live streaming. I requested to join his stream. "Oh my god. Can I watch this? Kara Wells wants to join Ethan's stream. Isn't she afraid of being cursed by his fans? So exciting. Watching the meteor shower and this drama. Tonight is worth it. Come on, Ethan. Accept her request. I want to see her get humiliated. Ethan was shocked by my sudden appearance, but the rising viewership left him no choice. Refusing would make him look guilty. Reluctantly, he accepted. Why are you here? What do you want? Of course, I have something to say. Wearing a red dress, I smiled at the camera and dropped a bombshell. You said I tried to seduce you? When did this happen? I don't remember. This. Ethan stammered. You're a girl. How can you speak so bluntly? It was months ago. Forget it. I want to save you some face. I don't need your fake chivalry. I've already called the police. I showed my phone screen to the camera, displaying the call record. I'm suing you for defamation. The chat exploded, and the stream's viewership skyrocketed. Oh my God. Kara Wells wouldn't lie about this. She wouldn't use this for publicity, right? I agree. Kara's been crazy lately, but she's only exposed herself. She wouldn't use public attention for this. Ethan's defamation is probably true. I smirked. Don't worry. I have more to say. I played a recording with explosive content. Everyone knows you worked so hard to reach the top to follow in my footsteps. Now that you've embarrassed yourself, you want to gain attention by being controversial? How about this? Publicly confess your love for me, and I'll reward you with a date, the kind in bed. How about it? Your manager already told me you were head over heels for me. Now you finally get to sleep with me. It's your lucky day. I warn you. Don't regret this. Girls line up to sleep with me. Don't think you're special just because you have some fame. As the recording played, Ethan's face turned pale, and he abruptly ended the stream. Almost immediately, I received a long voice message from Ethan's manager. Miss Wells, I advise you not to go too far. If you're upset about Ethan's comments, I can bring him to apologize and offer you $8 million in compensation. But don't act recklessly. Trying to buy me off? I scoffed. What if I don't care about your money? Kara Wells. I'm being polite to you. Don't push it. Ethan's manager, Ms. White, was a veteran in the industry, having managed several top stars. Backed by the well-established Cloud Media, she was practically invincible. Because of this, despite Ethan's disrespect towards female stars, few dared to oppose him. Let me be clear. Cloud Media has more resources than you can imagine. Offending me won't benefit you. Issue a statement saying the recording was fabricated, and I'll let you off. No need. You should think about how to explain Ethan's visit to the police station. I hummed a tune and posted one last explosive news on social media. Someone wants to silence me, but I won't back down. Ethan has always maintained a single image for his female fans, but he has 2 kids. Such a disgraceful artist doesn't deserve to stay in this industry. 7. Sophie, witnessing our confrontation, looked worried. But what if she retaliates? Cloud Media is powerful. If she targets you, you might never work in the industry again. Don't worry. She'll soon be too busy. I winked playfully. Remember, the meteorite has landed. Tomorrow morning, the world will change. Cloud Media will collapse. The next day, Sophie and I woke up to a buzzing internet. Breaking. Cloud Media caught falsifying accounts. Stocks delisted, facing bankruptcy overnight. Breaking. Ethan summoned by police. Defamation, recordings, and secret family confirmed. Multiple fan clubs disbanded. Ethan officially labeled a disgraceful artist. Breaking. Scientists discover unknown substance on Meteorite. Many scientists working together. Stay tuned. Before people could process these bombshells, more strange events occurred. First, a male star who claimed to be 180 centimeters but was actually 170 centimeters, suddenly shrank to 150 centimeters during a new show launch, almost shorter than the child star next to him. Next, a fitness influencer who claimed to lose weight healthily but actually had liposuction, had his clothes burst open during a live workout, revealing large patches of fat. The funniest was Ethan. Facing a massive backlash, he tried to cash in one last time by tearfully apologizing. But the next moment, he clutched his apology letter, his face red, unable to speak, and fled in embarrassment. Only I knew why he left in such a hurry. His fake PhD had backfired, turning him into an illiterate. Losing his star power and basic skills, his future looked bleak. As for other matters, who knows when he'll realize his wife cheated, and the kids aren't his. That's the price of his single image. Beyond the entertainment industry, the backlash against lies caused turmoil in various fields. Smart scientists quickly discovered an astonishing pattern. The meteorite carried microorganisms that could detect lies. These microorganisms were so intelligent they could identify who benefited from lies, sparing those who told white lies. The research report caused a tidal wave of reactions. "Oh my God! This meteorite is amazing. It exposed my company's lies, and my boss had to compensate me before fleeing. If I stayed, I'd waste more time. I want to cry and laugh. My idol isn't gay. He pretended to gain followers, but now he can't feel anything for women, ha ha ha. This world is crazy. Liars are getting their due, and I'm loving it. From now on, I'm a die-hard Kara Wells fan. She hasn't been affected at all." Some cheered, others worried. But until scientists developed a way to control the microorganisms, people had to learn to live honestly with Earth. 8. A month after the meteorite landed, Lisa visited Sophie and me again. But she was no longer arrogant, instead pleading. "Kara, Sophie, I know you're home. The company needs you, and so do I. Tell me what you want. We've worked together for years. Give me a chance? Come in." I opened the door and studied the middle-aged woman, Lisa. "When I was 16, my father and Sophie's father started a business, but were swindled, losing everything and incurring huge debts. Lisa appeared like a godsend. You two are talented. I need obedient stars. Follow me, and I'll ensure your family's debts are paid off in 3 years. But I'm not a fool. Join my studio, and you must obey me. Otherwise, don't say I didn't warn you." Though entering the entertainment industry wasn't our dream, we signed the contract to save our families from hiding. We weathered many storms together to get here. So my feelings for Lisa were complex, a mix of love and hate. The entertainment industry has changed completely. Almost 95% of artists faced backlash, and many companies went bankrupt. Lisa rubbed her temples, looking lost. "Except for you two, all my other artists' faces were affected. They screamed and cursed me. Did I really do wrong? It's not about right or wrong." I sighed. "Lisa, as a businesswoman, you wanted to make your artists perfect. That's not wrong. But some things can be changed through hard work, while others can only be masked by lies. A perfection built on lies is like a glittering pyramid with a rotten core. A gentle push reveals it's just a pile of sand. As artists, we enjoy incomes other industries can't match. Honesty should be our basic principle." Lisa was in tears, her regretful tears streaming down her face. "My life is over. I just wanted to make more money. I didn't want you to fall behind others. But now it's too late. Everything is ruined." "Who says that? Sophie and I are still here, aren't we?" I stood up and handed her a tissue. "When we weren't earning much, you spent a lot to hire acting and etiquette coaches for us. Those things were never fake. Sophie and I can continue acting and making money. We can still carve out a place in this industry. You still want to stay with me?" Lisa looked up in disbelief. After how poorly I treated you two recently, I thought you would have. From 16 to 26, we've worked together for 10 years. We know how you've treated us. But Sophie and I exchanged a smile, seeing the determination in each other's eyes. This time, we won't be just pretty faces under your control. We belong to ourselves. 9. 3 years later, at the Legacy of Excellence Award ceremony, I attended in a stunning gown, gracefully accepting the trophy from the host. Congratulations, Kara. With your performance in the art film Feather Flower, you've won the Best Actress Award at the Legacy of Excellence Award. The professional host slightly turned, handing me another microphone. After the controversial events 3 years ago, Kara has steadily built her career in art films. Now that you've come this far, do you have anything to share with everyone? 3 years? Busy times fly by so quickly, I hadn't realized it had been 3 years. In these 3 years, scientists still hadn't developed a way to control the microorganisms from the meteorite, but people had gradually learned to live honestly, with national happiness and trust steadily increasing. In these 3 years, I had traveled to rural areas, promoted products, introduced my kind and lovable family to my fans, and invested part of my earnings in charity, earning a good reputation among the public. In these 3 years, new forces in the entertainment industry emerged, no longer striving to create godlike perfect images but presenting their true selves to the audience, with no more pretentious superiority. Reflecting on these thoughts, I slowly directed my gaze to 2 people in the audience. Lisa and Sophie. Last year, Lisa finally divorced her ex-husband. No longer chasing fame and fortune, she seemed much more relaxed. Just the day before the awards ceremony, she had returned from a trip to Japan, complaining to me. "Can't you win all your awards in 1 week? It really messes with my visa. I could stay for 15 days, but I came back after only 5. Sophie, on the other hand, was enjoying herself in entertainment shows, no longer needing to play the cold goddess. Her cheerful, almost crazy demeanor contrasted sharply with her cute appearance. She could knock down male stars who tried to take her things, adding drama to the shows. The audience loved her, voting her the most relaxed, comedic actress of the year. Privately, Sophie confided in me that she planned to try her hand at comedy and skits next year, breaking stereotypes about female comedians. It seemed everything was falling into place perfectly. I took the microphone and flashed my brightest smile. Thank you to my fans who have always stood by me, to my family and friends who have trusted and supported me. Thank you to the heavens for this precious opportunity, and thank you to myself for never giving up. I gripped the microphone tightly and kissed the trophy in my arms. From now on, actress Kara Wells will continue to work hard and live up to everyone's expectations. The Wind Blowing Through the Wheat Fields is a prose poem written by spring on the earth. The rising sun is a new goal beckoning me. Feeling a surge of emotion, I raised the trophy high and shouted. My next goal is to become Best Actress. Please continue to support the hardworking me.